Hardee's Friday Night Blitz is sponsored by Hardee's, Don Hudson Insurance, Macadoo's, Wicked Diesel, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Farrell, hoping your day is welcome and wonderful and blessed. Welcome to week 4 of the high school football season with a little show we like to call the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. Highlights of 15 games are on deck. We kick it off with the action with our game of the week.
Now, the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week, sponsored by Don Hudson Insurance.
Our Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week for Week 4 takes us to Sabre Stadium in force a battle of Seminole District unbeatens, 3-0 JF. The Cavaliers hosting the 2-0 Heritage Pioneers. Our Heritage won the last 6 meetings between the two teams. Let's go out to Sabre Stadium out in Forest. And offensive points will be hard to come by, but not here for JF. How about Lucas Calkins? He's going to carry the mail. Go to the outside, young fella. You got one. He's gone 80-plus yards. Nobody's going to catch him, and that's going to make it a 6-0 Jefferson Forest advantage. The Cavaliers, you know what? Let's go for 2 because this could be a struggle here as Bryce Wood, B-Dub, gets it in there. It's 8-0 JF, but Heritage would respond courtesy of Marquise White. Marquise White. Can I say it one more time? Yeah, Marquise White. Take it in, young fella. And he gets it in for the touchdown. They get the extra point to cut the lead to 8-7. So let's head to the fourth quarter. Late in the game, it's 11-7. And Josiah, you can ring my bell, salts this game away. And in the end, JF gets the win. They go to 4-0 for the first time since 2018. Beating Heritage for the first time since 2016, 11-7. Ryan Moy has a wrap-up on the game from Forest.
Well, it was a defensive showdown here at Sabre Stadium between Jefferson Forest and Heritage. Both teams looking to remain undefeated, but the Cavaliers were able to come away with the win and get the job done due to their stout defense and the offense's ability to keep the clock running.
It was a hard-fought, physical game is what it was. I mean, haymakers, both sides. Defense played their rear ends off. They got some big-time stops when they needed to. Special teams played great, getting that field goal, getting the 2-point conversion early, and then offensively, when we had to put a drive together and make it happen at the end of the game, could be more proud of my guys for stepping up and putting together that last drive to go out there and close that game away.
Both of our defenses were really good, and it was just hard. We had to continue the battle. Yeah, I saw the hole open up. My own line, all the credit goes to them. I would not have made that run without them.
Great team win today. We've been working hard in practice for it, very hard. I came from 0-10, and they've been beating down on us. Feels great.
It feels good, especially considering where this program was when I got here, going 1-8 that first year, and the growth that I've seen really through this same group of guys. You know, Josiah Bell, he was a sophomore quarterback on that 1-8 football team. So to see them grow and experience the success that they've had thus far is it's great to see. With that being said, it ain't done yet. You know, we've only played 4 games, and like I said, that was the first one in the Seminole. It only gets tougher from here. The Seminole District is no joke, so we better come out and be ready to play every single game and fight like we did tonight.
Well, Jefferson Forest was able to come away with the win. They defeat Heritage 11-7. That defense was not playing tonight. They remain undefeated on the season. In Forest, Ryan Moy, WFXR Sports.
Thanks so much, Ryan. The other Seminole District unbeaten battle, 2-0. Liberty Christian hosting Amherst County. The Bulldogs have won the last 4 with the Lancers, and they're going to add to it here. 31-8 Bulldogs. Gideon Davidson running hard. He gets it on the outside. He's gone for the score. It's 38-3 LCA. Can I get some more Gideon Davidson? Can I get some more Gideon Davidson? Yes, I can, courtesy of this nice little touchdown run here. 44-3 LCA, and they go to 3-0 with a 62-10 win over Amherst County. The other unbeaten in the Seminole, Rustburg at 3-0, taking on Brookville. The Bees have owned the series recently, 7 straight wins. 24-7 Rustburg, but Brookville trying to get back in this ballgame. Elijah Hughes running to the outside. Get out of my way, official. Anna McDougal says, I got to get a touchdown. She got it, 24-14 Rustburg. But it was more Rustburg here, courtesy of Marquavion Rosser. Mr. Rosser is going to take the ball as the band and the cheerleaders are fired up. Yeah, he's going to take it there for the touchdown. 30-14 Rustburg. They go 4-0 for the first time since 2012, ending a 7-game losing streak to Brookville, 38-20. Back at Vineyard Park at Roanoke Catholic, they're taking on the Virginia Spartans. Catholic head coach Bob Price had a couple of cool grandsons cheering on Granddaddy. Granddaddy, we want to win. Things will look good for the Celtics early. Mason Williams going to drop back and hook up in the end zone. Marcus Pennell in your living room, in my lap almost. Touchdown, 8-0 Roanoke Catholic, the 2-point conversion in Roanoke's. Kasheed Arrington's going to run it to the outside, gets it in for the touchdown. It's 16-0 Catholic. Second quarter, the Spartans were game here. Sidney Harrison in the second quarter, the first play, runs it in hard, big fella. You got it in there. 16-6 Celtics after the block PAT, and Roanoke Catholic were going to dominate, winning over the Spartans 44-14. Coming up, we have more Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with Week 2 action. David de Guzman. He's going to join us with highlights from Patriots Day, where the Patrick Henry Patriots and the William Fleming Colonels battle for Star City bragging rights. Stick and stay, please.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Band of the Week. And now, back to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz on WFXR.
Time to get it on.
Welcome back, good peeps, to Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. David de Guzman joining me now. And David, you're over at Patriots Stadium for the renewal of the battle for the Noel C. Taylor Cup.
Yeah, it's always a fun night when that cup is in action. It seems like no matter the records heading into the Mayor's Cup, these two always produce a memorable battle. William Fleming going into this matchup with a 2-1 record. Patrick Henry looking to stay unbeaten and improve to 4-0. Nick Leftwich coaching in his first Mayor's Cup. Fleming the visitors in this cross-city rivalry game. We'll pick it up first quarter. The Patriots already leading 7-0. The handoff to Marcel Murray, who crosses the goal line for 6 points, and PH going up by 2 touchdowns. Fleming, though, looking to change the dynamic of this contest. Q, Jicer Preston throws a deep bomb to Amarza Gray. He's got blank space. He writes his name with that touchdown to get the Colonels on the board. PH taking a 17-7 lead at the half, but Preston once again with that strong arm. This time finds Kayron Ferguson, who hauls it in to get William Fleming inside the 15-yard line. Leads to this play. Malachi Coleman got the moves like Jagger, gets through traffic for the touchdown. A missed extra point, though, gets the Colonels only within 4. Still in the third, Taywan Preston gets inside for the go-ahead score. So William Fleming ahead 19-13 after missing the 2-point conversion. The Patriots, though, have something up their sleeve. Joey Beasley, long throw to Julius Davis. He'll go all the way to the house for the score. Patrick Henry back in front 24-19, and they'd stay in front. PH improving to 4-0 after a 27-19 win over Fleming to claim the Mayor's Cup.
I mean, we just play. It's the older team that, got some maturity to them, and they didn't flinch when they got behind, and, we made some plays. But, that was a sloppy game, and we're lucky to win that game with, we had, I think, 4 turnovers.
It's always a tough game against Fleming. They're a tough team, and they play really hard. Just that play, we needed something. We needed some juice and needed to make a play happen. And I trust my teammates. My teammates were playing really hard all night. I'm really proud of them, offensive line, receivers, everybody. We just kept our heads cool, and we made a play.
And the win marks Patrick Henry's 8th straight over William Fleming. Let's head into Roanoke County now. Hidden Valley seeking its first win of the year, taking on Glenver. Pick it up second quarter. Titans with the ball. Well, not anymore. The snap goes over Braden Moore's head. There's a scramble for the football. Highlanders are able to recover. And after 2 apparent touchdowns were called back for penalties, turns out third time this is the charm for Brody Doyat, who scrambles left and right, getting through traffic better than any car on Interstate 81 during rush hour, avoiding the tackles for the touchdown, as Glenver going on to 4-0 as well with a 49-13 win over Hidden Valley. So we got a pair of teams there who are still unbeaten. And I guess the clock operators over at Bogle Stadium, they probably thought that the city rivalry game was going long, because that first half took like an hour and a half, because the city rivalry game took like almost 3 hours. So the timing worked out pretty perfectly, Jermaine.
I tell you what, David, anytime PH and Fleming get together, it's a good one right there. Thank you so much, sir. Well, we're going to stay in the Roanoke Valley and Viking Stadium. A pair of teams on a 2-game winning streak after losing their opener. Northside hosting the Salem Spartans. Now, before the game, the 2023 Class 3 state softball champs and the Northside Vikings getting some bling. They got their championship ring. Way to go, ladies. But on the flip side, Salem doing some work here, up 42-7 Josiah Persing, a breaking three. He's in the clear. 65 yards. It's 49-7 Salem. The Spartans go to 3-and-run with a 62-14 win. They host unbeaten PH next Friday. A couple of our local teams were in the wild and wonderful West Virginia. Allegheny Cougars trying to stay perfect, visiting Greenbrier East. After a fumbled kickoff situation, the Cougars are going to get on the board here, courtesy of Purcell Turner plowing his way in for the score, and the Cougars would take more of the lead. More Cougars action this time. It's going to be DJ Des Jordan. Takes the rock, young fella. He's been a highlight reel all year. Running hard for the touchdown. Allegheny, perfect 4-0 with a 49-10 win. They got Radford next week. That should be another good one. Staying in the Mountaineer State, Pulaski County Cougars taking on Princeton. Pulaski, a perfect 3-0 against Princeton. 1985, the last time these teams met. A big catch there by Brad Monster gets the Tigers out to 30. Leads to this play. Chance Barker scrambles, slings his way to Dominique Collins, who sneaks his way in for the touchdown. It's 34-27 Princeton in a high-scoring one. But later, a huge play for the Pulaski County Cougars, feeling 22, like that Taylor Swift song, because number 22, Trevor Gallimore, with a big run down the sideline, goes all the way for the score. But Princeton would go on and win this high-scoring affair 49-40 over the Pulaski County Cougars. Coming up, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with more scores and highlights. We're going to bring you some more of those. Plus, we go to Highlander Heaven, where Ryan Moy has our latest Player of the Week on the season.
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Hardee's Fan Cam, sponsored by Hardee's. And now, back to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz on WFXR.
Time to get it on.
We're back with more Hardee's Friday Night Blitz as we have our New River Valley Tour Spirited Rivalry. The Radford Bobcats at 3-0 hosting the Galax Maroon Tide. Now the Bobcats have dominated this season, outscoring their three opponents by a score of 120-10. Bobcats, they came out and played tonight. Case in point, the quarterback, LC Landon Clark, hooking up with Cooper Doyle with the nice catch for the touchdown as Radford gets on the board. And then, can I get some more Landon Clark? He does it through the air. How about doing it with your legs, young fella? Yep, breaking free. Yep, there he is, right there. Running through, number 7. He's going to get 7. Touchdown with the extra point. It's 13-0. 15 seconds left in the first, and Landon Clark and Cooper Doyle, the combination. Yeah, that's your extra point, by the way, there. We have to show that. But anyway, how about this? Landon Clark going to the air, hooking up. Remember the combination, Cooper Doyle again with the third TD there. Landon Clark, he'll then toss it to Brandon Thompson for the 2-point conversion. Radford rolls to 4-0, 56-19. They get Allegheny next week. Battle of Unbeatens. Battle in for Giles County as Narrows at 3-0 visiting the Giles Spartans. Giles would get on the board first as they shake hands there. This is a spirited county rivalry. These two teams, where they get after it here. How about this? Christian Ratcliffe running hard, gets it in. He's in the clear, he's dragging players in. He gets the touchdown. It's 6-0 after the missed PAT for Giles. Then Narrows, Collier Pruitt, a former Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week. He's going to roll around and make something happen with the ball. Yes, Collier Pruitt. KP, are you with me? How about a touchdown? 7-6, Narrows. Then Giles, they're going to do it again. It's Ratcliffe with the power running game. The single wing gets it done, and Giles gets the touchdown. It's 13-7, Giles. We go with more Narrows. How about Elijah Notze with the catch? He's got it for the touchdown. Narrows goes to 4-0. They get another 1-point win tonight, 29-28 over Giles. Over at Christiansburg, River Ridge District action, the 3-0 Blue Demons hosting the K Spring Knights. First quarter action here for the Knights. It's Tanner Evans. He's going to call his own number. Goes through the clear. He ran over the official. That's all right. He got it in. An official, I think, was okay. He gets it in there for the touchdown. 7-0 Christiansburg. Later, Christiansburg, a fumble there. Owen Sweeney falls on it, and the Knights are in prime real estate, and they take it to the 9-yard line. Then Jackson Steffen, he's not going to be denied. He's running hard. K Spring got a 14-7 lead, but Christiansburg would come back. They go to 4-0 with a 42-33 win over K-Spring. Fresh off their first win in 4 years, the Blacksburg Bruins hosting the winless Rockbridge County Wildcats. Blacksburg a perfect 5-0 against Rockbridge. This is their first meeting in 23 years. Second quarter, Blacksburg lines up on the 32-yard line on a 4th and 1. They'll hand it off to Jarrett Bradley. He takes it to the house, making a house call for the zone. That's a touchdown. They made it 38-0 Blacksburg. Blacksburg, they get their second straight win on the year, 38-20 over Rockbridge. Let's go to the south part of the area. Bassett Bengals hosting the William Byrd Terriers, a pair of 2-1 teams. William Byrd with the special teams. Beamer ball down there. Then the Terriers at orange and maroon. You got to do it. Landon Martin recovers. He's going to run around and do something there. But then a little bit later, it's going to be Byrd with the ball and Braden Andrews. B.A., not Baracus. B.A. running hard. Touchdown. Byrd up 7-0. Terriers going to blank the Bengals 31-0. We wrap up our highlight reel. Rocky Mount, Franklin County Eagles playing their first home game of the season against 2-0 Warriors. Game was tied at 21 in the second half, and then Magna Vista's Tahir Harrison with the short run, 28-21 Magna Vista. More Magna Vista. This time it's going to be Elijah Witcher running hard. Big fella, number 8 in the program. Number 1 in your heart. That is what you call powerful running. Gets it in there. The PAT will be missed 34-21. Magna Vista, they're 3-0 in the year with a 41-21 win over the Eagles.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, sponsored by Wicked Diesel.
Well, we hear it time and time again that defense wins games, and this week's athlete definitely proves that. Not only did he have 9 tackles in his team's 7-3 win over K-Spring last Friday, he also had 2 interceptions as well. And guess what? He's your player of the week.
Peyton Deal, outside linebacker, Glenver High School. I mean, they're a really talented team, and they ran the ball hard. They were good up front, and we made a play when it mattered the most, and I think that's what it ultimately came down to. The first interception, the hitch, we had seen the receiver's alignment kind of hinted towards that, so I picked up on that before seeing it. And then the second one was really just the coach had told us about that play and told me about the drop to get, so he put me in the right position to make the play.
What would you have to say about this team's D-line?
I would say they're great. I mean, that was the second interception that I got. They flushed the quarterback out of the pocket. So, I mean, that's partially. They did their job, which allowed me to get in that situation. I think we built a really tight connection and the friendships that have came from it. I think that is shown on the field through games like Friday when it takes team efforts to gut out a win. And you have to be in a certain mindset to be able to go both ways. You can't just... You got to be there for your team. Like, they have to be able to count on you to go both ways. And we have plenty of people that can go both ways and be there all game. I would say we have a special connection that, I mean, on the field it shows, and then outside of school too, and outside the field, we're there for each other too. And it's able to make us be able to relate to each other and just know how to motivate each other and build each other up and make each other better.
What does Coach Clifford mean to you?
He means a lot. I mean, he pushes us every single day, gets the best out of us, and he really, once again, builds a bond with his players that is more than just a coach.
What is it about the game that you love so much?
Going out there every day with the people that I love and the bond that I've built with them. Just getting better every day with them.
All right, Forrest, we're going to do our wrapping up with this show. We're going to have our play of the night plus our latest unsung hero. More Friday Night Blitz coming up on the other side.
And now, the Macadit Play of the Night, sponsored by McAdoo's.
Our Macadit Play of the Night comes from PH and William Fleming. Mayor's Cup on the line. Patriots trailing in the 4th. It's Joey Beasley on 3rd down to Julius Davis, 67 yards to touchdown, giving Patrick Henry the lead back. They go on to win it 27-19 to stay with the Mayor's Cup. Beasley to Davis. They get our Macadit Play of the Night.
And now, it's Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Unsung Hero, celebrating those who keep the game moving. Sponsored by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
It is Unsung Hero time, and this week we're honoring Bruce Johnson of Nelson County High School. And Bruce was nominated by Taryn Garrett. Bruce Johnson has been on the Nelson County sideline since 1983. That's 40 years. He's helped 7 different head coaches and been on the sidelines for 403 football games. He also missed only 1 game, and that due to the game being rescheduled for a Saturday, having conflict with his grandchild's gender reveal party. the ultimate equipment man and the biggest Nelson County football fan that knows anyone there. The football program gives out the annual Bruce Johnson Award to the player who shows the most commitment to the Nelson County football program. Congratulations to Nelson County's Bruce Johnson, this week's Unsung Hero. Now, if you guys out there have an unsung hero you'd like to nominate, you see the information there. Jay Farrell at WFXRTV.com. We appreciate all the consideration. Real quick, Maryland knocked off Virginia tonight 42-14. UVA had a 14-0 lead. The Terps put 42 in a row on the board. That does it for this edition of the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. We'll have this show on WFXRTV.com momentarily. Thank you for watching the show. I'm Jermaine Farrell. Hope all of your teams are winners. Have a wonderful and blessed night and weekend, everybody.